One of the largest wreaths I make on this channel using a standard 14-inch wreath form is called a Monroe triple crown wreath. I know, it's a mouthful, but this method involves a lot of deco mesh and ribbon. It's fun, it's beautiful. It's one of these wreaths that you can put on your wall as decor because it's quite large. It also is one of those wreaths that doesn't even fit in the camera shot when I'm recording fully from side to side because it's that big. But it's a method that makes a statement. So that is what we're doing today. Hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. My sweet sidekick here is Louie, and we are ready to get started on our glam and beautiful Monroe triple crown wreath. Let's go over the supplies for this wreath. Starting with our deco mesh, you will need a roll and a half of deco mesh. The black one is going to be our main color and the gold one is going to go in between. Both of these are 10 inches by 10 yards. For the wreath base, you're going to need 18 pipe cleaners, but I'm going to be using 12 of the white and 6 of the red. Obviously, it's better if you choose a color that matches your color combo a little better than this red one matches mine. And then you're going to need either extra floral wires or pipe cleaners for your sign. When it comes to ribbon, I usually use 4 different ones, but because there's so many colors going on in this wreath, I'm going to be using only the gold one for my middle row, and on the outside and the inside row, I'm going to be using a combo. Usually for the combos, it looks nice if you take a 2.5 inch and then 1.5 inch on top and make sure that they play well together. This little combo is going to look good because of our sign. Our sign is the glam part and has lots of gold, so that's why I opted for only one type of ribbon in that middle row because that's just going to be a lot of gold. All the ribbon that I'm going to be using is wired, and all the details on where I purchased everything for this wreath is going to be in the description box below. Let's chat about this sign. This sign is actually a piece of artwork from the Dollar Tree. It is 8 by 8 inches. It's a square piece, and I love using artwork from the Dollar Tree for wreaths. It's so easy to attach. We are going to be using this wooden border to attach our pipe cleaners to, and because it's made out of that compressed cardboard, our hot glue is going to work really well to attach our pipe cleaners. For the wreath base, I'm going to be using a metal 14-inch wreath form from the Dollar. I'm going to get started by attaching the white pipe cleaners, or the ones that you have more of. This is a set of 12 plus 4 that I'm going to need for the sign, so I'll put these to the side. And all we're doing here is we're going on all the intersections, and we're going to attach one on rows 1 and 2, and I like to do a kitty corner here. 2 twists, fold down. The second one is going to go on rows 3 and 4. Same thing, I'm going to do a kitty corner, and usually if there is a little nub that sticks out, it's going to catch it so that your pipe cleaner does not slide. 2 twists, and we're going to fold this out. And these are going to be our inner and outer rows. The white pipe cleaners are on. Now I'm going to get the red ones, which I only have 6 of, and these are going to go on that middle row. That's going to be 2 and 3. Just do 2 twists, and this doesn't matter if you fold it in or out. I think you'll be able to find it if it's a contrasting color. The whole point of that second color is so it's easier to distinguish with your pipe cleaners as to what's going on. All 18 pipe cleaners are on. I have 6 on the outer row, 6 on the middle row, which is the red ones, and 6 on the inner row, which is the white ones. For this method, I'm going to be working outside in, so starting with row 3. And for your reference, row 3 is the outside, row 2 is the middle, and row 1 is that innermost row. For the outer 2 rows, our measurements are going to be the same. and we're going to be doing fans for the deco mesh. And for our inner row, we're going to be doing cruffles, and the measurements of the deco mesh and the ribbon is going to be different for this innermost row. Now it's time to cut my deco mesh. Sorry about the glare from my light, but because we're dealing with these ruffles that are fanned out, I do prefer to use my wood burning tool for this type of wreath, especially that my second deco mesh is going to have that foiling through it. Before we get started, a few things. I am using a glass cutting board and a wood burning tool. I'll give you links in the description box below. This specific one is not available, but another one is, so I'll link that. And one of the most important thing when you're using a wood burning tool is to have ventilation. I'm sitting in front of a window freezing a little bit because it's cold right now, but I don't care because you do need some air circulation. This is plastic we're burning. Another thing, I am using that needle nose tip. I tried other tips. They didn't go over so well. So I do like to use this one. I'm going to get started by just evening out my deco mesh. And whenever I use a wood burning tool, I like to go in between two rows from the top to the bottom. It doesn't matter how curvy that deco mesh is. We're still going to go in between two rows from top to bottom. After I cut my deco mesh and the ribbon, I'm going to show you my notes as to what I use in each row. That way you can maybe do a snapshot of that and it'll make it easier. But this black one we're using on the outer row and the inner row. In the inner row, we're just going to need 20-inch pieces, going to need 6 of them. And on the outer row, we're going to need 30-inch pieces, also 6. I'm just cutting my 20-inch pieces and just going straight from the top to the bottom in between two rows. I have my 6 pieces at 20 inches, and now I'm going to need 6 pieces at 30 inches. And that'll be it for my black deco mesh. And as you see, just smoothly go from top to bottom. Let's curl this one up, and of course I'm going to put it in a laundry basket. Now for our gold deco mesh, and I'm going to be using this absolutely gorgeous eyelash deco mesh. And by the way, for the deco mesh that I am going to be doing 30 inches off, you can definitely do 24 inches. That's just fine, but I do like to make these nice and long so it'll fill in the wreath beautifully. Measuring off 30 inches. And here we go, just from top to bottom, nice and smooth. Going to need a total of 6 of these at 30 inches each. Now it's time to cut the ribbon, and I'm going to start with this gold one. This is for the middle row. I'm going to need a total of 6 pieces, 15 inches each. Next, I'm going to do my dovetails on both sides. So just fold those endings in half and cut out a little triangle, making sure I cut the part that folds over, just like this. Now I'm going to be cutting the ribbon for the inner and the outer row, and I'm going to need 6 pieces at 15 inches of this 2.5-inch ribbon and 6 pieces at 12 inches. Same thing, we're going to fold the endings on both sides and cut out little triangles so we can have our little dovetails. I have 12 pieces of the pink. Now it's time to do my black and white one. I'm going to need 6 at 15 inches and 6 at 12 inches. And you guessed it right. Yes, we're going to be doing dovetails with this one also. Just fold in half and cut out a little triangle. How pretty is this ribbon? Everything is cut up. Now let's go over the numbers. If you want, you can definitely screenshot this. And this is basically how I'm going to attach everything I've cut up. Starting with row 3. In row 3, we're going to have the black deco mesh that's 30 inches. You can also cut it into 24. Ribbon 1 and 2, 6 of each at 15 inches long. Now in row 2, the middle row, we are going to have that second deco mesh, which is this gold one, 6 pieces also at 30, and then ribbon 1 and 2. In my case, I only have 1 ribbon, but if you're using 2 different types of ribbon, they should be cut at 15 inches in length. And now for the inner row or row 1, we're going to use the Deco mesh that's 20 inches, in my case the black one, and then ribbon 1 and 2, 6 of each at 12 inches in length. Now it's time to make our fans. This is going on that outer row, 30-inch piece, and what we're doing basically is we're going to have a ruffle that's off-centered. As always, we're going to do a little bit of a fold, about an inch at the edge. Now I'm going to measure 2.5 inches, and that is where I'm going to be collecting my Deco mesh. When I do all my ruffles, I also fold at the end. This is to prevent the fraying. So we're going to fold in about an inch and bring it together. And we have a beautiful full fan. I feel like this is sticking out a little bit too much. Going to pull it back just a tiny bit. Now we take our gorgeous little fan, 2.5 inches at the end, and we're going to attach to the outer row. And I'm just doing one twist. With the magic of YouTube, let me finish the remaining row. Now that we have the Deco mesh on, I'm going to add the ribbon. And of course, in this case, we're just going to take the pink and one of the black and white one, overlay both the 2.5 and the 1.5, fold them in half and pinch on the sides. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push with my thumbs and make a little V. If you've ever seen me do a pancake wreath, that is pretty much what I do. This will give the ribbon a natural way to lay on the wreath, twist all the way up. In my case, I will not be adding anything else to the little bundles on the outside. Twist the pipe cleaner up about 1.5 inches, cut the tail off, fold, and then fold behind our little ribbon bundles. And that's it. That's all we're doing for the outside row. All the ribbon is on. Now we're going to repeat pretty much the exact same thing, but we're going to use that gold Deco mesh. And now we're bringing up the red pipe cleaners. I'm going to start my little ruffle by folding my Deco mesh about 1 inch. And yes, my Deco mesh is being rolled onto the table. Give it 2.5 inches and bring it together. Now we're going to fold 1 inch in the back, and we have our fan. Going to put it right over, give my pipe cleaner a nice tight twist, and then I'm going to bring in the gold ribbon. And of course, I'm going to remind you that if you are using 2 different ribbons, go ahead and bring both of them up. Both of the ribbon should be at 15 inches in length. I found my center. Now I'm going to do the same thing, just push from the bottom up to make a V with the ribbon. Attach it straight to our little bundle. Twist the pipe cleaner up, cut that tail, fold and fold back. All right, the gold layer is on, and this Deco mesh actually covers fairly well. Now it's time to do the inner row. I have my 12-inch ribbon, 6 of each of the ribbon. Now you can grab a little clamp. This time my Deco mesh is rolling in, so I'm just going to do a few curls in. Clamp, about 2 or 3, I guess. A few curls in and bring it together. Attach to one of the inner pipe cleaners. And then we're going to do the same thing we did with the outside row. We're going to layer these, fold them in half, and then push with our thumbs from the bottom up to make our little V. And let's attach. Give it a few good twists. I'm not going to be adding anything else to this outside row, so I'm going to just twist 1.5 inches, hide that little tail behind our ribbon. How beautiful is that? I'm going to go ahead and finish this entire inner row doing the exact same thing, a cruffle and a set of the ribbon. All the Deco mesh and ribbon is on. I think this is such a beautiful wreath. Now, when you're going through the process, until you get to this innermost row, you can still see a little bit of the wreath base, but this third row does cover everything and layer everything over. The next thing I'm going to do is grab some some of these vase fillers, and I'm going to go to where my pipe cleaners are and cover those. I'll do this for this middle row because of the red and the sign is not big enough to cover it. And then we'll attach the pipe cleaners to our sign. And all I'm doing is just putting some hot glue straight on the little vase fillers and then put them in the center. I'm using the biggest vase fillers from the pack to cover all of the pipe cleaners. Let's put one right on the white. I covered all the pipe cleaners on the first and second row. I think it's fine. If they show, they show. If not, it's not a big deal. But if they do show, they're gold and they'll match, so not a big deal. Let's bring in the sign, and I think I wanted this way where I have two on the sides here and then a top and bottom. This sign is fairly light, so I think what I'm going to do is just two attachments on this one. And all I'm doing is I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue straight on the inner part of our frame. Fold the pipe cleaner in half, have that flat area, and I'm going to put the flat area right against it. More hot glue on top, and then I'm going to grab a felt piece. This is a 1.5 by 2 inches, and I'm going to press it right on top. This is just going to unite everything, and if you have any left over, you can definitely fold it back. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm ready to attach the sign, put it in place where we want it. I think I like that. I'm going to sink it in. That way the whole center is shown. Let's flip and attach to the nearest part of our wreath. Okay, our sign is beautifully centered. Next, I'm grabbing a jute cord, finding the top of the wreath, and attach. Going to make a few knots, cut off the extra tail, pull it through the front, and we have our hanging loop. If you would like to cover the back, you can definitely do that at this point. Now I'm just going to make sure that all my ribbon is beautifully laid out, but to tell you the truth, it kind of already is naturally. And this wreath measures 27 inches from one side to the other. This is my third Triple Crown Monroe video. I will attach the other two I did below just so you can see what I did with the other two, especially the bee themed one, because I modified the inner row due to the small sign that I was using. So if you're interested, I will link those below in the description box. As for this wreath, we are all done, and I love the way all of these colors came together to give us a very elegant and stylish glam wreath. I hope you enjoyed this wreath tutorial, as I say, as much as I enjoyed making it, because this was a fun one. It's so much fun to just get into all those colors and the ribbon and bring it all together. My friends, I hope you give this one a shot. Thank you so much for being here, of course. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. As for Louie and I think someone here deserves a little peanut butter treat. Mwah! Bye, guys.